Absolutely. I mean, look, as a team, we've been talking about it quite a lot over the last couple of days. We've seen how badly this pandemic's taken over specific parts, if not all of India. So as a team, we first of all, we just want to say, like, the heroes out there, those frontline workers, not just in India, but all around the world, are absolute heroes. For them to be doing what they're doing day in, day out for 24 hours a day is just incredible. So as a team, we're obviously feeling the hurt for everyone around the world. It's quite difficult to comprehend what's happening. But yes, it is a responsibility for us, like I said in the press, to play with smiles on our faces, because we've got a reason to smile, and that's that we're healthy and we get to play the game we love, and we get to hopefully keep people happy on the other side of the screen. And whether we're winning or losing, is still an opportunity to keep people smiling and watching cricket. And if that brings people joy, even if it's a little bit of joy, then we're doing well as a sport. But in terms of Rajasthan, yeah, we definitely, we're supporting the COVID workers. We're supporting everyone who's been affected by it, and watch the space. I can 100%. With all honesty, tell you that has never been a conversation, and it will never be a conversation. No, look, I said in the game against Delhi, there's guys who get paid to open the batting and bat in the top order, and there's guys that slog, and I know which one I am. So look, we've got guys that can do the job up the order. There's just a little bit of rustiness the boys are getting off, and I think once that batting order clicks, we're going to be quite dangerous. So yeah, no, look, in terms of opening the batting, no. I'm not sure. Look, when it came to, we knew we weren't playing on the 10-wicket loss on the 10-wicket loss to RCB wicket. Look, obviously there's a reason why we chose to bat second, is because it does tend to speed up at night, which I think it did. But in saying that, the slow balls did grip. I think you always, as a bowling unit, you always early on in the first 6, you bowl a slow ball to see if it's going to grip, and if it does grip, obviously that's when you start going more and more to them. But I think our execution was a lot better today in terms of hitting a length, hitting our execution of Yorkers, and bowling our slower balls. We were a lot better in that. And it's very difficult to go down. It's very easy to go down the dark route of you're not good enough when you get beaten by 10 wickets. But sometimes you've got to take your hat off and say, well played to guys that get 180 not out. So the sun came up the next day. We went back to the drawing board, and as a team, like I said, we had a good discussion about what our motivation is, and yeah, boys pulled it up. That was some of the most fun I've had in a cricket field in a while, especially the first 7 overs. We were having an absolute blast out there. Boys were laughing at our supporters singing silly songs. So it was very entertaining, and like I said, the guys had a good time. Yeah. Look, I think all of us are leaders in the team, to be very honest. JD's played quite a few IPLs now. Chetan's obviously in his first one, but Chetan was a net bowler for us at RCB last year, so I've obviously had a little bit of time I've spent a little bit of time with him. And all the guys are doing their things. Shiv's played a lot of cricket, and the fizz is the fizz. So I think we're all leaders in our own way in terms of the bowling attack. There's I bring a little bit of experience. Everyone else brings their own part, but as a bowling unit, you've got to be a leader in your own sense. We've got a lot of cool heads, a lot of experience around the bowlers. So if we don't know what we want to do, we just need a little bit of advice. You've got Josh, you've got Rahul Tavatia, you've got anyone who's around the field that can come and just give you a little bit of advice on, or just to calm you down. But yeah, I think we're all leaders in our own certain way. Well, first, in terms of, it's quite nice to contribute. I'm a cricketer that's always said it. I don't care if I go for 16 3 overs, or I get a first ball duck and I drop 4 catches. I don't care, as long as the team wins. And that's the way I play my cricket in anywhere in the world. So it's nice to contribute. It's nice to reward some of the faith that's been placed on me. And yeah, it's just nice to be playing the IPL. It really is. Like, it sounds cliche, but it's really nice just to be playing. And I think we've dusted off quite a lot of rust. I think a lot of teams were a little bit rusty to start off with, and we slowly but surely get into a nice rhythm as a team. And in terms of my journey, look, I mean, everyone knows I played for Rajasthan in 2015. So to come back to Rajasthan and to be with the same staff that we had all those years ago, and to the relationships that I've built over the years with them, and every time I've seen them, we've had good conversations, and it's really nice to be back. I know a lot of franchises will say that it feels like a family, but it literally does feel like a Rajasthan Royals family. It's a special place, really, really is, and just happy to be contributing, and happy to be around my mates.